Title and thumbnail should hint at it. Hi, my name is Morphsuit America, and in this video I'll be pointing out some things that are on the Japanese side compared to that of global. This is more of some tips and snippets that you might want to be aware of, especially if you are a newcomer, first timer when it comes to the Japanese PSO2. Not huge differences, but hey, look, something to point at. If you want more of these, I will make more of these, but these are 5 things I'm going to talk about in this video that you don't have over there in global. If you're new to the game or if you're leveling up a new character, obviously here's the thing, coffee is going to be your main go-to NPC for the beginning chunk of PSO2 because guess what, they have a lot of stuff. They give you your mag, difficulty unlocks and all that. Same can be said with the Japanese PSO2, however here's a twist. With the Japanese PSO2 there are client orders where it's a level cap. If you're not familiar with that, and if you want more details about it, separate video for that upper right hand corner or in the description. But if I go and talk to Coffee, there are several quest types or client orders based around one's level, especially for the successor Scion classes. You do want to do the basic level cap trial 1 and 2, especially 1, because over on the Japanese side, this is going to go to my next point. You want to unlock level cap trial 1 because, now they might have changed it, I don't know, I'll address it again at the end. You want to unlock level cap trial 1 regardless of whatever class you're playing. If you're playing on Successor Scions, even then you want to get and complete level cap trial 1 so you can unlock your recommended and your bonus quest. Well, recommended feature quest and your bonus quest. This is where I go into a bit of story time. Once again, if you want to go to the next point, time skips in the description. I power leveled a character. They were specifically a luster character, and I used a bunch of the experience tickets, 1 million and all that jazz, to power level them somewhere between 70 and 75. What I was gonna do then was use a bunch of rainbow keys and gold keys to power level them all the way up to 100. Thing is, they couldn't access bonus quests because I didn't complete level cap trial 1, and it took me a while to figure out, oh, this is the thing I need to complete to unlock that. So this is why I want to do level cap trial 1. Once again, they might have changed that. They might change it. If they do, or if it's already in place, then I will address it in the comments. But that is it for point number 2. Let me talk about Sage Crest. Now, over there in Global, you do have some crest types, but it's not fleshed out. I don't know if they plan to finish it, but over here on the Japanese PSO2, we got Sage Crest. Why is this important? Because these crests can actually give you a 15 star if you accumulate and build up on these different currencies. Now, to figure out what you need to do, I would say use bump to your advantage. Especially if you are playing on the Japanese PSO2, you can look on the main website, the Japanese PSO2 website, to figure out or try to read what you have to do. But Bump is able to translate it. Shout out to those people. But the thing is, you want to do these missions. Now, they're not in-game. There's no certain mechanic in the game where it tells you, hey, look, these are the Sage Crests that you would want to, or these are the missions you will want to do to get Sage Crest. Let me also go to content info to make sure. Go to the gathering status, gathering thingies, battle arena. No, I don't do that. Buster quest, divide medals. There's no actual tab that displays these events. Actually, let's go to event info. Web link, no, that will be in its own separate story. League, that's not up yet. The ship grand picks, that is. Isn't that an old feature, old thing that happened? Bingo card, none of it either. So, yes, you would want to use this to your advantage. You will want to do these things so you can get these Sage Crests. To get these Sage Crests, you would need to go to your Vista phone, and then you would want to click on the Collect Campaign Rewards, and then you would want to go to the specific thing that gives you that Sage Crest. And I think it's this one right here, but I cannot read what it is. Once you get these Sage Crests, you would want to talk to Zig. When you talk to Zig, you would want to go to either the Obtain Limited Crest items, or you want to go to the third one, where it's Obtain Crest Weapons. So if you click on the second one, you want to go to Limited Sage Crest Exchange, and you can get one of these stones. Now, they might add a bit more to this later. They might refresh it. I don't know. But as you can see, I can select one of these, and then turn in a good chunk of these. And yes, I have a lot of them because of several things that have happened over on the Japanese PSO2. But if you do these missions alone, you can either get one of those, or you can obtain a Crest weapon, go to Sage Crest, and then you can try to get one of these 15 stars. Now, these 50 stars, you will most likely use to get a stone pure, well, specifically a Puros weapon, but that depends on your roadmap and what you want to do in the game. And it only costs 250. If you do some quick math, do 60 times, well, no, excuse me, 10 times 6, that is 60. And if you do it for at least a month or so, you can build up on that. There are some other ways to get some of these, but the thing is, you can trade these Sage Crests for something, or if you wanted to go for a previous grade, you can trade in these Sage Crests to get one of these different currencies, which then you can go to the other Crest stuff and get a different weapon as well. Either way, you can use these Crest materials to your advantage when it comes to getting a good footing or getting some stuff out of it. Over on the Japanese PSO2, we do not have a fresh find shop. As you can see, I am cycling through all these options. You do not see that. We do have the treasure shop attendant, and they can give a good chunk of things if you keep tabs on them and you check on them every now and then. They are right next to the counter, title counter attendant. They're pretty much on the right side where coffee and pudding is at. Let me pull up the map quickly. I already have a separate video going further into the treasure shop up right corner or in the description. But I just talked to them. You can see that I can purchase triggers and a couple other things here and there. But the big thing is you can purchase a good chunk of things with Meseta alone. And you can also get a good chunk of cubes as well. Class cube. Last thing I would talk about is pretty much expert matchmaking. Over here on the Japanese PSO2, if you go to any quest attendant, you click on matching settings, you can see that there's two options you can turn on and off. And guess what? Match with expert players only. I already have a separate video talking about this. I still need to make a video talking about my thoughts and opinions about expert matchmaking. You can find those videos up right hand corner or in the description. Pretty much you need to complete a certain extreme quest with an S rank, and then you need to complete a solo trigger run with an XH. Minimal difficulty is pretty much X, extremely hard and all that jazz. Once again, separate videos already explaining it. But yes, we have this function over here on the Japanese PSO2. And that concludes this video. Just 5 things I wanted to point out. There are more things I can easily point at, but hey, look, if you want more of these, let me know in the comments. That is it. If you have any questions, comment, concerns, put it down below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.